Welcome everyone. Welcome to a live demo of what should be a working, functioning setup with RICA's Rotary Craft and Realistic Fluids Overhaul, also known as Finite Flowing Water. And the trouble that I was having last time turns out to be a intentional behavior of the pump. If the pump is given a sufficiently large amount of power, such as the output of a steam engine, then it will double the water that it pumps through it. And if it was given 4 steam engines at a time, like I was doing last time, it will quadruple the water going through it. So right now I've got plenty of water in these pipes. I've got 2 liquid spillers down here to pump the water through. Oops, sorry about that. And these 2 liquid spillers, along with a full steam engine for doubling, was just to do a little practicing and seeing what does it take to get this to behave nicely. What the goal here was simply starting with just a few buckets of water, use the doubling factor to get lots and lots of water into these pipes. And at this point I think that's done. Let's go and take a look upstairs. Upstairs we've got 2 liquid spillers attached to the piping system. Those glowstones are where the water will fall onto the hydrokinetic engines. I had to make this segment slightly larger than it was before, 1 block wider. The range on the liquid spillers defaults to 16. I turned it down from 16 blocks away to 1 block away. So even when these glowstones are removed, these guys won't see it. They see 1 block around in all directions, which means they only see dirt. And they will put their water on top. And between the 2 of them, I should get 2 blocks of water plopped out a tick, or in 4 ticks, 8 blocks of water. And in that same 4 ticks, only 4 blocks of water will fall down. So this should keep the holding tank full, which should result in the hydrokinetic engine seeing water block 9s up here for maximum functionality. So the first thing we're looking at is this shaft over here is carrying 16 kilowatts, which is 1 steam engine. Oop, wrong button. Over here I have a CVT, which is giving me 4 times speed, and that is sufficient to make the pump operate at full speed when it's turned on. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the shaft junction from merging power, merging a bedrock shaft, a steam engine over here, and nothing, into full power going out. I'm going to switch that to splitting power. And now half the power is going out to the pump. The significance of half the power going out is that it will no longer attempt to double the water. So the water that is in the system is the only water that there is. Oop. Silly me. So once again, to correct what I was saying last time, the pump is now on, and as you can see it's got operation time of 1 tick, 0.05 seconds, 1/20th of a second, 1 tick. It's using half the power of a steam engine, so it will no longer be doubling the water supply. Turn on liquid flow, and you can see the water flowing as water is dropped out of the liquid spiller over here. There's water coming out of this liquid spiller over here. I'm not really sure if that's useful or not. The water in the pipe is staying roughly constant and is no longer multiplying. We really don't need that liquid spiller at all. The idea was to make sure that water would get to the pump, which you can do with just the one liquid spiller. Right, the water at this end of the pipe is less because it's constantly being emptied out by the liquid spiller. And here it's staying about even. So all this is working just as it should. Let's turn off that pump. Let the water settle down over here. Turn it off. Now let's get rid of the plug over here. And this is where the water will be coming down. Right onto the hydrokinetic engines. And the hydrokinetic engines have a space underneath them. And I'm thinking this pipe here might actually cause more trouble than it's worth for this test. So let's just get rid of it, so there's nothing to interfere with the hydro engine. So in theory now, water should fall down, land on this thing, be picked up by the pump, and put back into the pipe. And there should be no more spillage. The pump should take the water out of the ground as fast as it can loop through. We've got plenty of lubricant and plenty of steam power. This is a live demo. Let's see if it works. And I've got an angular transducer. There we go. What's coming through? No, not zeros. What did I do wrong? It's not supposed to be flooding. Did I tell you about my emergency? Oh, come on. I thought I had opened a massive hole to the cave system down here, didn't I? I think I better. That it? Yeah, that's it. Massive hole to the cave system. So that should drain the excess. The pump is still running. Why didn't it work? I love the rapidly changing pressure of water. Ooh, that's not nearly as much water as it's supposed to have up here. Yeah. Let's turn that off and try to figure out what went wrong. Back in a moment. Yeah, somehow it doesn't quite look like a solid column of water, does it? Well, let's see. I have a pump down there that is putting 1 bucket per tick into the piping system, and I have 2 buckets per tick coming out of the piping system. That's not going to work, is it? Let me put some more pumps down here. Alright people, welcome back. I now have, as you can see, 2 shaft junctions over here, both splitting power. This one over here still goes to just the 1 pump down there. Ooh. Still goes to just the 1 pump over here. There we go. That one is receiving 8 kilowatts. Next to it, from the other side, is a pump receiving 4 kilowatt. And over here is a pump getting 4 kilowatt. So if all goes well, when I turn it on, it should be clearing up water at 3 blocks per tick and not putting water down that fast. Does it clean? Well, that pipe is going empty. Alright, time to put the plug in and let this fill up. Alright, so let's let this thing reset, refill, and figure out what's going on downstairs. Well, here we are downstairs. And we've got full pipes down at the bottom. You're just going to take a while to work that water up the pipe to the top. Well, let's see. If this pipe is full, then how can I possibly get water up to the top faster? I think the simplest answer of how I'm going to get enough water up to the top fast enough is to have a second pipe to send the water up. So let's hook that up. And, well, it's certainly sending the water up. But now I think I don't have enough water in the system. So let me hook up another spiller. And by throwing this guy into straight mode instead of split mode, there we go. And now this pump over here is, receiving 16 kilowatt, which is enough to activate the water magnification. So I'm going to let the water double for a while, stockpile in the pipes. And it's going up over here. Clearly it's not going up fast enough over here. And I'll be back hopefully in about 10 or 15 minutes when it's built up pressure. Alright, and welcome back to what should be the final operation of this whole thing. We have all 3 pumps running, so it should be picking up 3 blocks of water every tick. The water that falls down should be 4 blocks every 4 ticks, or an average of 1 block per tick, so 3 pumps should keep up. We have 2 sets of pipes going up, and up on top a grand total of 6 spillers to try to make sure that there's always water on that. So let's see if it works. Boom, 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 boom. And well, wow. That is not quite what I expected. That is not quite what I expected. As Bugs Bunny might say, maybe I overdid it just a bit. Feel free to do a better Bugs Bunny impression than me. And when all is said and done, the pipes cannot push up enough water. Okay, just because I can't resist showing this off, these are lubricant reservoirs. They are not capped, so you can get in them and they're exposed to the air. And in theory, they're exposed to the water. And they should get polluted or something. Equally over here is a water reservoir. And you would think that this water reservoir, since it's open, would fill up. And for what it's worth, this thing is connected to the steam engine. This has been another episode of Keybounce's Minecraft Overkill. If you've enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, or share. If you have not enjoyed it, please leave a message telling me why it's not overkill enough. Thank you. Bye-bye.